Here's to me, this is a true sign of a person who has what I like to call media take integrity. Media take integrity is something that I think is severely lacking in the game. And what do you mean by that, G. Bush? I've been critical of Kevin Stefanski when it comes to certain things. I'm critical of Kevin Stefanski when it comes to certain plays that he runs in certain time periods. I've been critical of the way he uses certain players or lack thereof, the way he uses them. I've been critical of sometimes the timing in which he calls certain plays, right? So, that's just a football part of me. I can only go on what I see on the screen, but that has nothing to do with whether or not I still want the team to be successful. Because for the team to be successful, Kevin Stefanski has to be successful. I never really thought that Baker Mayfield was going to be the guy that was going to lead us to the promised land. However, I didn't go into games wishing against Baker Mayfield, because wishing against Baker Mayfield, it means I'm wishing that my team does not win. And for any real fan or any real person, or any person that's going to have media take integrity, you don't wish that somebody on your own team sucks just so you can be right. But now I think that permeates the game. I thought Jed Wills, for the most part, played a pretty good game. I did. Now, I haven't seen the film yet, but I thought the one play he messed up was he got downfield on the screen, got the play called back. But generally speaking, I thought he played pretty good in the run game. I thought he didn't give up that many sacks. I thought he stayed on his block more. So all of these things, I'm not going to sit here. The reason I talk about Jed Wills is because I'm talking about the play on the field. And if you don't have media take integrity, you're a sucker for that. Why would you just have why would you have a vendetta against a player like that? Don't hurt what you're trying to do. Do I think that there's other players out there better than Jed Wills, and the Browns should go and do everything they can to upgrade positions and parts on their team? Sure. But under no circumstances am I waiting for Jed Wills to fall flat on his face so I can say, G. Bush is the smartest person in the room. I'm the smartest. And your team got beat 41-2. Who cares? Yeah, you smart. You took an L, though. I would rather be wrong every day and twice on Sunday as long as we get a win. Maybe that's just me. So when I give Kevin Stefanski and I say Kevin Stefanski finally got his signature win, a lot of people will say and be confused, well, you just said he didn't do a good job on Twitter 2 days ago. Just because you called a bonehead play two days ago does not mean that my eyes are blind, that I can't see anything, that I'm dumb and don't understand the game to a point where even if you do show some progress or you do show that you've done a good job, that I can't see it because I have some sort of rift, I don't get it. I don't understand that. I've already told you, I don't eat birthday cake with none of these dudes. Listen, I don't eat birthday. Yeah, it's people. I got sources that it was within the locker room that are prominent players. Sure, I can admire somebody's talent like a Nick Chubb or a Myles Garrett. Sure, I can do all of those things. But at the end of the day, I'm an opinion person. Why do you think I don't break stories? I don't break no stories. I don't care about who broke it first. I talk about what I see, and that's on the field. And I might have to talk about you. I might have to say, man, Deshaun Watson threw 5 bad passes yesterday, and they was trash. I might have to say, you know what? Myles Garrett got blocked to the goal line. He better have better effort, right? I might have to say that. So, no, I'm not going to the bar. I'm not going to cookouts. I'm not going to your birthday parties. I'm not trying to be in the club or moving. I don't even do much. I talk my stuff in my palatial studios. And give my opinion and go do what I need to do and hang out at the house. So don't get it twisted. If you play good, I usually say you play good. I try to, because that's media take integrity. If you don't play good, my job is to be like, I'll give my opinion on it. Am I right sometimes? Yeah. Am I wrong sometimes? Yeah. But I'll still be entertaining both ways. See, that's your problem. Y'all not entertaining enough. Too serious. I thought on the third down, the Browns did a good job of collecting enough blocks to get around the end. I thought that was a great play. Gave them momentum going into halftime, even though it didn't yield any points. I thought it was shut up. Way too stuffy. But I did think Kevin Stefanski got a signature win. And I think one of the most impressive parts about the signature win is Kevin Stefanski is learning on the job. And what does that mean? Kevin Stefanski is being a better coach at looking at all the things being equal and looking around and trying to figure out what should I do. He's gonna get to a point, and this is the holy grail for him. When he can get to a point and assess the field and look around and say, okay, the passing game ain't working today. I might need to run it 40 times. Hey, I don't got no, you know what? I know the young boy Ford is the back, but you know what? I think I need to give Kareem Hunt 10 more carries today. You know what? I might need to go to Njoku in a vertical game, or I might need to keep both my tight ends and protect. This might be a cover. This defense is stout. We looking for one or two shot plays, and to get that, I gotta have them in blocking. When he can get to a point where he can start to see and adapt to certain circumstances, that's when he's going to be to the point where he's going to start to see him progressing. He's going to start to see him getting the best out of Deshaun Watson. He's going to start to see if you have that presence of mind to coach the same way you coach with JV guys, medium to road quarterbacks that you do with Deshaun Watson, you're going to be great. You know why? Because sometimes when you're in a game, it's okay to punt. You got an elite defense. You got a punter that's kicking the heck out of the ball. You got a kicker right now that's not missing, that's putting them right down the middle. It's okay to punt. So sometimes if you're on a 3rd and 7 or you're doing certain things like that, you might want to run the rock a little bit. You might want to figure it out. Even when Deshaun Watson come back, you want to play to the defense. You want to make sure the special teams hit. Because guess what? You're going to be that much better because Deshaun Watson can make the throws that these JV dudes can't. So even when you being, hey, I don't got that many people in the route because I want to make sure we get to this progression backside. Well, guess what? Deshaun can hit some of those because he got more arm talent. You don't need to necessarily go 5 wide and keep everybody go out for a pass. No, not if you're getting sacked. Help your guys out. And that's sometimes why Kevin Stefanski looks better with JV guys than the top tier guys, because he's more thoughtful of that. You see how Jed Wills was getting help, but it helps everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't throw the ball in certain coverages, or you don't dial certain things up. You throw more screen passes. Imagine what you would do if you played that way with less talent, or excuse me, the more talented guys and able to do that. So I think Kevin Stefanski did a good job of doing that. He came out and debunked some of the stuff. I was mad as heck when I thought that PJ Walker threw that football. He came out and said that was on PJ. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. He definitely didn't tell him to throw that ball. So, different things like that. I thought he did not have a crazy game. I thought he had a B- game in terms of play calling and his scheme. But the one thing that you can't take away from, man, if you got media take integrity, is you can't lie and say that's not a signature win. The dude had a 13 quarterback, no Joe Bitonio. My man David Njoku is coming off a crazy burn situation. Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb ain't playing. It's, saying some of the same things that they had to play for and were wet and field advantage and all the turf and weather. We dealt with the same thing. For him to come out with that win, it's a signature win. And if you're a real one, if you know, you know.